please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Welcome back. Counting down to pre-open, it looks like we'll have much better opening than we had on Friday. Okay, again a bit volatile. Let's go across to Manisha then for a quick roundup of all the commodity market action. Manisha, good morning.
Morning, Anuj, and thank you so much for that. And even as the crude oil prices are trading at a multi-month highs, we haven't seen that kind of a gain come in for the industrial metals there. So if you look at the copper and zinc prices, they are down by nearly a percentage point. You have the steel prices trading at an 8-month lows, down 3.5% in Shanghai right now. And it's a similar case for the iron ore prices, which also are down by nearly 2.5%. So it's a third straight week where the metal prices have continued to decline. The markets are still taking an exact impact that you would see in the metal prices and demand post the US tariffs there and the trade tensions between US and China. Potential decline in global economy and demand estimates is something that also is pulling the prices down. You also are looking at an immediate increase in the near-term inventories of many of these metals. So when you look at steel and iron ore, their inventories in China are hitting near all-time highs. The demand seems to be slowing for the very near term. The next quarter is when you will see the seasonal demand continue, but those orders are yet to come in. So on-ground demand also seems to be slowing, and that's not working very well for the metal prices. A quick word on the gold prices though, and you are looking at safe haven buying there. Last week, same day, we were trading at $1,307 per ounce and we are holding around $1,347 right now. So it has been a good $40 of a jump up in last 1 week itself. So that's one metal that continues to shine bright.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Manisha. Well, we just have about 30 more seconds for the pre-opening rates. SP Tulsian of sptulsian.com also joins into our conversation. Mr. Tulsian, good morning. I wanted to start by asking you about Tata Power and the latest developments over there. They are going to sell almost 40% stake in a Tata Sons subsidiary, and some money is going to come in, almost 2,200 crores. How would you deal with this news flow and the stock in general?
See, we have been keeping negative view on the stock for last couple of years and we continue to have so. Maybe this 2158 crores or 2150 crores, which company will, if the issue of that ultra mega power project is not resolved, maybe for 6 months and 12 months, I won't be surprised to see the entire amount getting utilized for financing the losses, because the situation is seen very precarious until you have the solutions on your long-term problem. I don't think that maybe, to meet your liquidity crunch or maybe your working capital shortage, financing the losses, you have come out with this scheme of, there is no harm in doing that, they monetizing. But people, I have seen many of the buy calls that, you divide the market capitalization of 21,200 or 22,000 by the 2150 and expect an upside of about 7-8 rupees. If it comes in, then it should be used as an exit opportunity, because the company is having huge debt already, and I don't think that 2,100 crore will really be helping when the company has a debt of closer to 46 to 48,000 crore.
That's a fair point. They have a huge problem, and the power sector is a huge problem. Take your point, Mr. Tulsian. Just reading out the first rates, Sensex now is showing red. It was in the green a little while ago. Actually, it's very difficult to read rates now. Things are actually looking for direction. Hero Moto is up. BPCL is up. I mean, I don't see why, with the way crude prices have panned out over the weekend. So I think we must let, now IOC has gone into the red, -1% that is. Let's just wait. Dr. Reddy's, it was always expected, will have a bit of a red tick, and that's come in as expected. HTFC is down 0.7. It began with in the green with +3, and now it is -0.7. Wipro also down. I think we just about bide our time and wait. Is there a rate on Tata Power and on Indiabulls Real Estate? We would really want to watch out to check whether market is reacting to the sale of assets by Indiabulls as well. Mr. Tulsian, the Indiabulls deal, the sale to Blackstone, will you be attracted to that stock at all?
I think that is very positive, because if you see the infusion of about 5,100 crore, if I have read the press release correctly, in fact they have tried to make it little confusing, saying that they are monetizing 50% in two subsidiaries, by exiting full 100% with this eventually 50% with an enterprise value of 9,500 crore. So if I presume that they are going to get 4,750 crore from that Blackstone deal and maybe about 285 crore from Chennai property. This is, if I'm, as I said, if I've understood correctly, actually company should have been more clear and explicit in giving these type of information instead of stating that in one para. So infusion of 150 crore, if the company has a debt of closer to about 9,000 crore, which includes the property investment, that is annuity yielding assets as well as the working capital, this will definitely be seen very positive, because company has clearly stated that this entire amount will be used to retire the debt, and the major portion of the annuity income, because obviously that has to get used for if they are monetizing that basket of assets. So that will be seen positive, because this will be seen an accelerated move on part of the company to monetize the yielding property as well as reduce the debts, which they have all been struggling because of the stagnation seen in the annuity assets. So I think this will be seen positive by the market. But again, because the stock is not in F&O, I won't be able to comment, and because of the 2 or 3 days weak bias which we have been keeping on market. But if somebody wants to buy it, in fact cash, the presence of the stock only in the cash segment can also act as positive in these type of news flows. So my advice is that yes, look to buy as an investor, maybe with a view of about 1 month to see a reasonable gain in the because of this news flow.
Okay, by the way, some more rates in pre-open. Bhushan Steel is now up 13%. On the way down, Andhra Bank is down about 4.5%. Vakrangi, which has been shifted to the higher surveillance stocks, is down about 5%. That was the case, of course, on Friday as well. IDBI Bank is down about 2.5% right now. Mr. Tulsian, good morning. The rally in IDBI Bank, you reckon that's over?
This I have been saying. In fact, I have never been convinced with the rally seen in IDBI Bank unless until you have some concrete proposal of the government, seen inducting. And sometimes I wonder that why any P investor with a stake of 10-20% will really be interested in acquiring the stake in IDBI Bank with such a poor asset quality. So I think this has to do more with the trading momentum by the strong hands. You see the stock, it has become a high beta stocks, high volatile stocks, which is in fact very dangerous. But purely if I just go by as a fundamental, being a fundamental analyst, I won't be convinced with these kind of rallies and these kind of up moves. And that's the reason it seems that rally has come to an end, and we have been keeping the neutral to negative stance on the stock.
Okay. Well, for now, it is the oil and oil marketing companies that are doing well in pre-opening. ONGC, BPCL, etc., as we mentioned earlier, looking pretty good. And Tata Steel, there's some brokerage notes there. Mr. Tulsian, we were just talking in the break about how hot it's been lately in Mumbai. I mean, over the weekend, it was what, 41 degrees Celsius. I think the highest in a decade or something. Do you think there's still a lot of scope in some of these AC companies, the Blue Stars, Voltas, Whirlpools of the world?
See, we have been keeping extremely positive on all these stocks, maybe including Havells also, or so many other players, those who have already been in the air conditioning space. Maybe Symphony also, because for the simple reason that heat is going to be very scorching, and actually that will see very positive. And again, we have been corroborating. People may laugh on this, but this time, there is one extra month in the Hindu calendar, and that falls of the Vaishakh month. And if the Vaishakh is this one, that means you will Jyesht month. And if you have that indicates that you have an extended 1 month of summer. And that is going to be seen extremely positive. And in fact, that will see the delay in the monsoon also. Let the monsoon, the Department of Met and the SkyMet all predict that. But we have the prediction and whatever the informations and the close this thing, that monsoon will be delayed in maybe around 15th to 20th June in Mumbai, which will again create the negative sentiment that, oh, monsoon has not come, which hits on 5th, 6th, 7th June, because of this one extra month, which we call as Purushottam month of the Hindu calendar. And because of that will see the scorching heat also because of the Jyesht month in the Hindu calendar.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tulsian. It's not looking attractive maybe for AC stocks, but for the citizenry in general, this is not very positive at all. But yes, we are in for perhaps an extended summer, and at least a scorching summer for sure, the way it's begun. Let's shift focus to another place where there are hot words that are getting exchanged.
The problem right now is Donald Trump is doing what he said he will do in his pre-election rhetoric, of course. But let's move on. Pre-open rates have settled, and in line with what the SGX Nifty indicated, we'll have a flat start and absolutely flat on the mid-cap index as well. Ashwani, so is there a trade on the index at all, or would you rather prefer individual stocks? And what would be the 9-10 call?
See, any rallies towards, 10,000 should be used to sell. And what you would like to sell are probably, PSU banks. I have 2 of them. So I would probably still go short on a Canara Bank with a stop around 250, target of 235.
Okay. The markets at the moment starting only with a mild red tick, so it's not terrible. But Sudarshan, is there anything, any way you would play this oil theme? ONGC, Abana Offshore, anything?
No, I'm not looking at oil marketing or oil related companies. I don't see the crude rally going much further than where it is now.
Oh.
It's the other side of the market which is interesting, FMCG and other sectors.
Okay, I know you don't like PSU banks, Sudarshan, but just a quick comment on SBI. It's fallen about 25% this year already. Any bottoming out here, or do you think there's more to go?
No, there may be more to go, but SBI is a buying opportunity for investors. It's not a PSU bank, it's a different class altogether. That's the only bank which you should have in your portfolio, and current prices are ideal to start buying.
Okay, what about the other private sector lenders? I mean, like, ICICI, Axis, which are, so to speak, lending to the same guys that the public sector banks lent.
Yes, they have, and they are not yet buying opportunities. Okay. I think there's more decline there. There's no rush.
All right. Okay. Mitesh, still have 3 minutes to go. Are the pre-opening rates giving you any indications of a buy or a sell?
Practically nothing of interest. I don't think any significant stock movement has happened in the pre-market or pre-open this thing for us to be worried about it. I think let's take the market open, and then if the market starts showing some momentum in either direction, then we'll trade.
Okay. All right. Ashwini, India Bulls real estate is likely to start higher. Should that opportunity be used to sell?
See, it's going to move up because of some sort of, news. So wherever there's news, that can be avoided because the news may hold the stock up. But overall, still real estate, particularly the F&O kind, they are still down. If I want to buy Sobha or Prestige, the south-based ones.
Okay, so Sudarshan was saying that, SBI is good for long-term investors, Ashwini. Purely for long-term, the 2 other stocks that have fallen quite a bit this year, Ambuja Cements and Bajaj Auto, fundamentals are still the same. They're down 15% for the year. Do they look attractive now?
See, cement is not really outperformed for the last many years. I think Ambuja Cement is broken, recent lows as well. So compared if you want to compare both of them, maybe Bajaj Auto, but really you'll be much safer with Titan, Jubilant Food, Tata Global, these sort of consumer type companies. This will be a rough year for, growth stocks or stocks which are rate sensitive.
Okay, just keep an eye on 2 more stocks, which is Relcom and JP Associates. Both are out of ban. So both, of course, ended close to the low point on Friday. Relcom is starting a bit higher. JP is starting a bit lower, 1.5%. Just want to put on board that these would be a couple of other stocks to keep an eye on. Jet Airways has seen quite a bit of fall actually over the last few days. That rally looks like is pretty much done and dusted. 17% down this month, and from its highs down about 30%. So big downward journey for Jet Airways. Ashwini, quick chart check on this one.
See, Jet Airways and broadly aviation rally is over, and on rallies, if you get any, I think you can easily sell. I would think it's heading towards 580, 590. Okay, there are 2 negatives. One negative you need to put on board. Yields have started off higher. The 10-year has started off at 7.57. It put behind a fairly decent week, but now I think it's reacting to the crude price, and hence the 10-year opening at 7.57. The dollar's opening week, that was on expected lines, so dollar costs all of 64 rupees 85 paise now. Definitely, that's the stronger element. But keep an eye when you have such a rise in yields, you are going to make it. You're going to see negativity on finance stocks.